Week 7 in the NFL kicks off in Cleveland with the Browns and Broncos in desperate need of a win to keep pace in the AFC playoff picture. The Broncos' 3-0 start now seems like a distant memory and have now dropped 3 straight after their ugly loss to the Raiders.
We didn't play good enough, obviously, and I think it came down to the deep balls on both sides of the ball.
Things aren't going any better for Cleveland either. They too, like Denver, got off to a promising 3-1 start, but let one slip away at SoFi and then were blown out at home against the Cardinals.
It was just one of those days. We couldn't get things going. We got punched in the mouth.
But this week, the Browns will have to dig deep. Baker Mayfield, running backs Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt all out because of injuries. It will be veteran quarterback Case Keenum making his first start since 2019.
You don't have to get ready if you stay ready. I've been ready since I got here, so I'm excited. I'm ready.
Despite recent struggles, these are 2 proud franchises who are not only determined to get it right, but also plenty of playoff history against one another. First, there was the drive by John Elway, which sent the Broncos to the Super Bowl. Then they would meet again the following year in the AFC Championship game, this time in Denver, in a game known as the Fumble by Ernest Biner, crushing the hearts of Browns fans. To this day, the Browns haven't won a Super Bowl and were one of the favorites to do so coming into the season. Can they right the ship at home, or will Denver get back on track in C-Town? Week 7 is about to get underway.
So we had the drive, the fumble, and now we have the injury report, because that's what it feels like with this game between the Broncos and the Browns. To break it down for us here, it's Tim Doyle joining us from the Caesars Sportsbook at Capital One Arena. So, Tim, this is an interesting game. 2 teams 3-3. They feel like they're both struggling in a big, big way. And for the Browns, they're down so many guys. No Baker Mayfield, no Nick Chubb, no Kareem Hunt, maybe no Odell Beckham. They might get some relief with Jarvis Landry, but I don't know how much that's going to help when Case Keenum's under center. And no Jack Conklin expected to play as well. So it could be a bad situation for the Browns. But let's talk about this game from a betting perspective. You got the Browns 1.5-point favorites at home still. The over-under 41. Give us your take on the game and the total for this game. Is it going to go over or under?
Yeah, we could jump into the line in a second, and the line's been all over the place, like you said, Jamie, because of the injuries. But, man, I know this. I love when 2 teams going in the wrong direction match up on Thursday night. You want to know why? Because I'm forced to watch this game. This was a game when I was a child that I used to ask my dad, like, do the Browns really play on football, or is that just a final score that we get? Like, is this Broncos-Browns game actually going to take place? It is, and it's Thursday, and because it's the only NFL game, I am absolutely glued to it. Now, I think you have to have a hole in your head to take the over in the game. So, obviously, I'm going to take the over in the game, and here's why. Cleveland's defense has been horrific. I get it. It was against really good teams. Last 2 games, they gave up 37 to Arizona and then 47 to the Chargers. So we're talking about playoff teams. But, man, look at that defense. I mean, the numbers there, Jamie, I mean, you're the numbers guy. That's got to just jump off the page. And on the flip side, Denver over their last 3 games, they've given up nearly 30 points a game. So this doesn't have as much to do with old Teddy One Glove and Case Keenum running around the field. This is more to do with defense that has clear issues and is not trending in the right direction. But if the NFL could have its way, wouldn't it be best to play 2 obscure/bad teams on Thursday night, Jamie? That way we're forced to watch them?
We're certainly forced to watch them, especially those of us that have a fantasy interest and a betting interest, and we'll see if these 2 offenses show up. I like your faith in the over here because it doesn't feel like the Browns are going to score very much, but that's why you're great at what you do. So follow Tim's advice here and play the over on that one. And then in terms of the pick for the game, Tim, when you're looking at it, that you said the line's all over the place, but right now it's sitting at -1.5 for Cleveland at home. Which way are you going in this one?
Yeah, I mean, normally home field's worth 3.5 points, okay? And this game opened up at 6.5, probably because they were wondering if Baker Mayfield was going to be a go. But you see this? Normally I get the hammer in here. I got the sledgehammer, okay? You sledgehammer this game, the Denver Broncos, okay? And if you don't believe me, take a listen to Von Miller and his approach to this game against the Browns.
If I can play well and I can get sacks and I can find a way, to disrupt the game, we'll win. So the pressure's on me to play well. I will play well. I don't know who the tackle is I'm going against, but I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. And the other guy, too, on the other side, and I'm going to play extremely well, and I'm going to make plays for my team.
When I heard that quote from Von Miller, that brought back some youth in me, Jamie. It brought back The old Alvin Mack, linebacker in the movie The Program. If you don't know what Bryant McFadden's college life was like, watch The Program, right? This is B-Mac right now. Alvin Mack had some simple words in this meeting right now. Kill the quarterback, hit the tight head so hard his girlfriend dies, kill everybody. Like, that's exactly what I thought when I saw Von Miller talking about who's playing offensive line. We don't know. Browns are banged up not only from their running back perspective, their quarterback perspective, but they have injuries on the offensive line. I just don't know how you say, oh man, this is a game I really like the Browns, except for the major edge that they have is they're at home. And if you have not watched The Program, it's one of the great sports movies of all time. I had a buddy in college before we used to go out, when I was single and stuff, when I actually was cool. He used to say, let's put the women and children to bed. Let's go looking for dinner. And it was a great line. Now, when I go out with my buddies and we have a big dinner, all I want to do is go immediately to bed. So at one point, Jamie, I actually was cool. I've completely lost that factor.
You're still cool, Tim, in our book, and we certainly like the advice. And anytime you get a program reference on the show, we absolutely love it. Austin Mack, one of the great characters. Omar Epps, one of his best movies as well. Let's talk about a player prop in this game. So Von Miller's out to kill the quarterback. What does that mean for Case Keenum?
Not good news, okay? And I'm going to take a look at his total touchdowns thrown. Obviously, he has the relationship with Stefanski that goes back to his Vikings days. So they have some chemistry, some synergy. So I believe he's going to be able to move the ball up and down the field. It's one thing to move the ball, and I have over in this game, but to throw touchdown passes, his line right now at 1.5 over under, this is a lock under. I think maybe you throw one touchdown pass, but with the lack of a running game, I do think that this is going to be a game that goes over. I'm not going to say it's going flying over the total over, but here's the deal with Case Keenum, and here's why I'm worried. Before this game is going to get off the ground, he was quoted as saying, I'm built for this. You see the quote right there? I've been ready. You don't have to get ready if you stay ready. And I've been ready since I got here. I'm excited. I'm built for this. This is what I've done my whole career. Here's the deal. I'm built for this makes me worried, right? It's like going in for a job that you don't deserve. You're sitting in the job interview and you keep saying, I'm built for this. Like, when you keep saying that, like, the reality is you're not built for this. Like, you're a journeyman quarterback. Now you're on a national stage. You're playing against a defense with Von Miller. Like, it's like George Costanza in Seinfeld. It's like, it's not a lie if you believe it. I feel like he's believing this, and the reality is it is a lie. So I like over. I love Denver in this spot. In Case Keenum, maybe you get one touchdown, but I'm going to go over for his player prop.
Yep, the over probably going to be a lot from Teddy One Glove, as you said there, Tim. So you know what? You're built for this. You're built for helping us. We appreciate you being with us here on FFT. You'll be on CBS Sports HQ all throughout the day. Tell people win money leading up to the Browns and Broncos, the game we've all been waiting for. Here's a recap of Tim's picks. Again, Tim was with us from the Caesar Sportsbook at Capital One Arena. He likes the over on the over-under at 41, likes the money line here with the Broncos at plus 105, and he likes Case Keenum under the 1.5 passing touchdowns for his prop. And speaking of props, let's talk about some props of our own here. So I'm going to give you one over, one under for all of us. So Heath, give me an over prop that you'd be playing in tonight's game.
Over Melvin Gordon, 55.5 rush yards. He's been way over this number quite often. Rush plus receiving yards. Way over this number in 4 of 5 games so far this season. I think Gordon probably closer to 75 or 80.
Dave, over prop for you?
Over. I'm going to follow what he said about Melvin Gordon, but I'm going to do it one better. I think Melvin Gordon goes over 39.5 rush yards, but I also think Javonte Williams goes over 47.5 rush yards. I'm going to parlay the two of them, gentlemen. A same-game parlay pays 2.5 to 1, almost 2.5 to 1, plus 235. I think this is what Denver's game plan is. I think they're going to run the football against Cleveland. Browns' run defense really did not look good last week against Arizona. Week before against the Chargers, it was horrendous. I think this is how Denver wins, is with those two running backs.
Total agreement, and this one was a little surprising to me. I'm getting plus 140 at Javonte Williams over 2.5 receptions. He rolls out of bed and gets 3 receptions.
He's had like 3 catches in 4 straight games.
Almost every game this season, and it's been something that's been part of his game. And
it's
I think you
plus
just look
140,
it's
really?
At plus 140 for over 2.5 receptions. You hammer this prop because it's just something that the Broncos have done. They've thrown to Javonte Williams. He'll get 3 catches like he always does. It'd be nice to get 5 or 6 catches, and certainly would be fun to finally see him have a breakout game. But plus 140 on Caesar Sportsbook. So Play that one and play that one heavily. Let's look at some under props. So, Dave, I'll start with you. Give me an under prop that you're playing in tonight's
Hold on,
game.
I'm busy doing the.
All right,
I'm
Heath,
playing
give me
the
an under
old-
prop.
the old women's catches.
Yes, Case Keenum, under 30 and a half pass attempts. There have been 3 games this season they didn't allow Baker Mayfield to throw 30 passes. That may be the one reason why the Javonte Williams is plus 140. I'm not sure anybody's going to throw any passes in this game. Post game, maybe at like 10:45 because the game's over in 2 hours because nobody throws any incompletions.
All right, so under there on Case Keenum's attempts. And Dave, your under prop is?
Well, first of all, I just put my mortgage on the Javonte Williams prop. That was amazing. Listen, if I think they're going to run the ball that much, I don't think Teddy Bridgewater is going to throw it that much. And we know he came into the game less than 100%. Under 31.5 pass attempts for Teddy Bridgewater.
All right, I like that one. I'm also going to go under on Dearness Johnson's rushing yards, which is 59.5. I just don't think it's going to be a great game for this Browns offense, knowing what the injuries that they're dealing with. And I don't know how much Johnson's going to share with maybe Demetric Felton. It's just in terms of playing time, not necessarily carries. But I don't want to buy into what Dearness Johnson hopefully will be. I'll take the numbers, what it's telling me, and I don't think he's going to get over 60 rushing yards. So I'll take the under on this number at minus 115. All right, we're going to take a break right now. When we come back and get into the DFS lineups for tonight's games, some options on FanDuel and DraftKings for the showdown. Teddy Bridgewater leaning on some of his guys, Javonte Williams, Cortland Sutton. Hopefully they'll deliver. We'll tell you that next here on FFT.
Want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.